All right,
All right.
Alex, curiously asking if a hot girl keeps leaving you on red and wait a few days to re-engage with her 3-4 times, is that more of an ego to overcome, or is that a normal game for hot girls? It's most likely not on purpose. Some girls will do that on purpose. Most likely, she's just busy, and you're just not that high a priority, or she's just, or maybe you are somewhat of a priority, but she's just really busy, and she just doesn't check her phone like all the time, especially she doesn't check her Tinder often, right? But most likely you're just not that much of a priority, which is totally logical and understandable because any attractive girl has a million options on dating apps, and there's absolutely no reason why you should be a priority unless you're a giga chad before you even met her. You become a priority after you meet her, and especially after you sleep with her. But in these situations like that, you can playfully like call her out, and you can be like, "Are you always this talkative?" Or "A woman, a few words I see." Like text like that are really good, and then you see how she responds to that. But also, if you're on the app and she's just like, "Yeah, I don't check this app much," then just get her off the app, move her to text or WhatsApp. Go ahead, Michael.
So hot girl leaves you on red. I was seeing this as a text message or a social media, but you're saying for a dating app. This is the way I would. Yeah. So this is the way I see it. So first off, for me, because I literally just did this. This girl did not re-engage, and then she did re-engage, and then we just went out and hooked up 2 nights ago. So the way it works is there's 3 techniques that I use. Number 1, specifically on iChat, if you don't get the response you want, I would leave a voice memo. And the reason why I would leave a voice memo, obviously, I feel like I'm better at public speaking anyway, but the voice memo disappears. If she listens to it and doesn't do anything, it disappears. So you didn't double text. Technically, she won't see a double text. And if she keeps it, we'll give you an indication that she kept it. That's why I like doing that, because again, if she doesn't keep it, then the voice memo disappears and it doesn't look like you triple text her. The other thing I will recommend is using IGDM. And then if you send a message and then she doesn't respond, or even better, if she doesn't read it, you unsend the previous message and then you send another one. That's another thing I found, but this is probably the best one that I found, is if I don't get the response I want from a girl, she goes to the back of the line and she gets invited to mass events. That's it. She gets a cookie cutter, copy and paste message that 4,000 other girls got to whatever charity event, photo shoot, gala, comp dinner, fucking birthday party that everyone else got invited to. She gets that, and her name is not mentioned anywhere in it, and she knows she is now at the back of the line. While at the same time, I'm very, very, very fastidious. If a girl doesn't give me the attention I want, I'm going to post on my story just stories of me out having fun, and then you'll see her watching 10, 11, 13 stories in a row. And also there's a close friends list trick that you can use that will help that work as well.
Have you guys ever, when a girl's being like non-responsive, have you ever sent her a video of you fucking another girl?
Yep. I've sent her a video of me with another girl, but I've never sent a video of me fucking another girl, just because that's in the state of California, that's a felony.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, no,
I used to do that when I lived in California, funny enough, but
yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
Why is it a felony?
Because it could be interpreted as revenge porn. Let's say you don't mean it for it to be revenge porn, but the girl who finds out that you sent the video, in her estimation, she can make it.
Oh,
yeah.
Assuming
you're with the girl, like, so I'll be there with a girl, and we'll send the video to the third girl, and then we'll just say like, "Wish you were here." Or I've definitely done that before, but I keep the nipples and the vagina out of the video, just because I don't. Again, I've seen actual people I know here. Girls have gotten dudes hemmed up for posting old videos of them together. So I don't want later on, all of a sudden, her boyfriend finds out she was cheating, and the next thing you know, this video has gone out there, and now it's a revenge. That's why I would not. Maybe we can insinuate that we were having sex, but I'm not going to show any private. Everyone out there, don't send anything without.
My conclusion, I did that experiment around like 2017, 2018. I sent it to like at least 20 or so girls that were flaking, and it did work once or twice, but overall, I don't recommend it. It blew out most conversations. Like, I think some of them I probably could have salvaged, and it just blew them out. There was like 1 or 2 girls on which it worked like pretty well, but yeah, it's not, obviously I'm just more curious. It's not like something
women showing you some compliance in a photo, I think, is a way better strategy. I did that one time to this girl who had flaked on me like 5 or 6 times, and every time she didn't write me something I wanted, it was always a picture of me with another girl with no context, and I don't understand. It just worked.
She's asked me to come over after a while. It just worked. Like whatever the thing that was causing her to flake just broke. The mechanism just broke because I was not accepting her frame. So that is fine. But I think there's a new way to do that now, which is IG story. IG story is a great way, especially if you put a girl in a close friends list. She sees that little green circle. That green circle goes to the front of the friends of all the stories. She sees it. She's going to see multiple of them. That to me, now she's invested. I found that is probably the best way for me to get women to stop flaking if they ever did in the first place. Is consistently seeing social proof on IG story.
Yeah, being visibly desirable to other women is like the number one way to get attention from women, including if you're in that relationship and your wife isn't paying attention to you anymore. If you can go do something and all the other girls in the neighborhood pay attention to you, she's gonna renew interest in you again.
Here's another little trick. Here's an advanced trick that I will share with the chat. So we all know that pics are like just generally don't work unless the girl like directly asks for it, right?
Yeah.
So I discovered something like around 2021, 2022, the concept of a bulge pic. So the way this would go down.
Wait, what the fuck? I did not know that's where we were going right now.
So this is how it would go down. Okay. So I would, for example, it has to be very contextual. So if you're chatting with a girl and I'll be like, hey, how's your day going? She's like, oh, good. How's yours? I'd be like, good. Just finished a big workout, looking nice and fit for our date. And sometimes the girl will be like, ooh, show me. So then you send a photo of you shirtless. But it just so happens that the way you stand in the photo and the lighting and the angles makes it seem like you have a really big dick, right? Just kind of like the outline of your pants. It just happens that way. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. And I find that is just like the biggest game changer ever. Like girls just dig that shit fucking up.
Yeah, so true. I've had students experiment this on their Tinder profiles too, which is like a bulge pic. It's like you don't want it too obvious, but a lot of girls will pick up on it. So
I have never thought of this. That's a really interesting one. That's
the last thing I wanted to add here just quickly as well is talking about dating apps. It's super important. Get the girl off the dating app once you have momentum. I think I have too many guys that are like their third week conversation with this fucking girl. And it's like, of course, she's not going to see you on the dating app. Like you're just getting like spammed with other messages. And shit. So yeah, if you can get off the dating app on the Instagram, it's going to be really
Marcus, as soon as I've matched with a girl before and she has her IG in a dating app, I've messaged her on IG and say, hey, we just matched on whatever. And then they usually write back immediately because I want to immediately get off the app. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but I'm just waiting because, like you said before, maybe she doesn't come back and check it. Can I show you guys something real quick? I'm gonna present something to you real quick. Well, there won't be any because it's in Safari. Do you guys see my screen?
Now we
okay. So this is I'm going to show you this real quick. This is a video that I posted just in my close friends list. Okay, this is my birthday a couple years ago. Those girls are both playmates, and then they came out. All the girls dressed up like cheerleaders for my birthday. So there was a ton of girls that dressed up like cheerleaders for my birthday. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This was a couple years ago. So I wanted to do this as an experiment to like show videos like this. Ooh. And then I'm only doing it in my close friends list. And then the thing is I hear a lot of women being like, oh, you shouldn't do that because you come off like a player. But like when I do this, number of insanely attractive women that start messaging me and liking the photo is outrageous. Like the number is crazy. Like I've never seen anything even dude. That's Bree Connors. I don't know if Bree Connors is liking your videos or whatever, but that's my point. This is the pre-selection thing is even because of social media. The pre-selection thing or the mate choice copying in humans idea is actually even stronger now than it was previously. Now it's actually getting bigger to where the more you do it, the more attraction you get from women. And so that's why I highly recommend this strategy. I think it's a fantastic strategy. Don't do it too much. Maybe once a week, you put a story in your close friends list. And so the girls are like, wait, why is this story in my close friends list? Why does he not want everyone else to see this? And generally the story is going to be something that your ex-girlfriend would be upset with. But like, these are all the girls watching my story. Like, I mean, I checked, there's like 60, 70 stunning girls that were just watching that one story. And so that's a strategy I'd highly recommend for guys.